Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Sorry, that was my phone. I wanted to bring up the last recording, but I wanted to save it for me. Did you watch Tell Me Lies?
Only episode 1. I
Oh, you
didn't
did?
get to it till last night, and so far so good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I didn't start it till 10:30, so I didn't want to put on a second episode and fall asleep and miss something.
Yeah, I love it. I was telling Marie that I have not been able to get into a podcast, into reading, into finding any good reality TV. I don't know. I've been in a funk, really bad. And I mean, I was just watching the Mormon Wives and us doing that, and that was about it. And I came across this over Christmas vacation. Everyone was doing something, and I was like, I'm just gonna look. And I, for whatever, clicked on it. I binged both seasons within I don't even know, 4 days. I was up until 1 o'clock in the morning watching this show. I could not get enough of it. And then I'm super excited because they're coming out with the third season here in January. And then Marie told me that Stassi is having a podcast about this.
Yeah.
Which, when does that start? Do you know when
January
that?
9th, I feel like.
So I need to start listening to that. It is so good. I highly recommend it. If you have not started watching it, you need to start watching it.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, not a
Yeah.
lot happened yet, but the characters are already definitely being developed, so.
It's just has so many twists, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
What?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I love a show like that. That keeps me after I'm done watching one episode, that I have to watch the second one. You know what I mean? You can't wait. I love a show like that. So yeah, anything else going on?
No, I'm actually kind of, I think, ready to get back to a normal schedule. I feel like I'm starting to, I don't know, I need work, or I need something to keep me going. Yeah. I need a routine or something. So I'm kind of ready to get back into it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I was so I was in vacation mode and I didn't do a whole lot, and now it's I don't want to go back to work on Monday because now I'm ready to I want to deep clean my bathroom. I want to you know what I mean? Do all the things that I said I was going to do on vacation. But then it's I wanted to do things with the girls.
Yeah.
Do fun things. And we didn't even, I wanted to go snow tubing and that didn't happen. I still want to do that.
I know. We still have a long winter, so.
I know. I just go so fast. Everything just goes so quickly. I did see someone post that they went snow tubing somewhere, and I asked them where it was at, and it looked really cute. I'll have to get back on and look to see if she responded to me, because that looked like a really cute one to go to.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. We were invited to go skiing this weekend with the girls and my sisters-in-law, and Justin was no.
Skiing?
Yeah.
So it's funny, Harlow just said she wants to go snowboarding.
Yeah.
I can't snowboard.
No, I mean, I would have to get my kids lessons. They would be signed up because I have no idea.
But you can't just send your kids down a slope.
No.
I would have to, we used to ski randomly back in the day, but Skylar and I went probably 10 years to this one place, and we're we skied before. I couldn't even make it halfway up the hill, and I straight up was terrified to go down the hill. I don't know. I thought it was putting on a pair of roller skates or riding a bike. You know what I mean? We went down one time and I was just nope, no.
Yeah.
I cannot ski. So I'm thinking, how would I even take my kid? You would have
to get lessons. Yeah. I mean, you saw how terrible I was at skiing, so I can't imagine how I am now at 40.
Legs.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even
have
be able to
no
hold
muscle
myself
anymore.
up.
No, I bought my kid a bar like a gymnastics bar or
Yeah.
whatever for Christmas because I was like, she's always like, she can't just sit still. She always needs to be doing something. So it just seemed like a good gift. So I was like trying to show her, oh, do flips. I was like this. I can't even lift my legs up. Like I can't, my brain still thought I'd be able to hang on this stupid bar and do a flip, like flip my legs through. I couldn't get my legs off the ground. I'm like, where did my muscle go? That was like the first time I tried to do a cartwheel recently. I was like, wow, I'm way heavier than I used to be the last time I did a cartwheel. Like,
And do you
my
think
arms
in
are
your
way
mind,
weaker.
though, like when I do a cartwheel, I think that I'm perfect. My legs are straight up in the air. I think it was Jersey recorded me, and it was like this little tiny round off. And I was like, in my mind, I thought that
did
I
a
just
full
did a perfect
cartwheel.
Yeah, nope. That's this summer. Harlow was doing like flips in the pool, and she's like, "Can you do one?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Of course.
Like I'm the queen of flips. Like that's all. I swear we would sit in a pool and like flip forward, flip backwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
do a
my God.
handstand.
I feel like I just got dizzy thinking about it. I did a front flip in this swimming pool. I felt like my brain flopped around in it.
Yeah.
I got so dizzy. I couldn't find what the top or bottom. I started panicking. I thought I was gonna fucking drown. I think I even like got water in my nose. I like came up and I like sat down and I was like, I will never do a flip in the swimming pool again. What the hell just happened? It was actually terrifying. And it was just her and I in the pool. So nobody could have saved me. I was like, and we were in the deep end. It was when we were camping up at that swimming pool. And I was just like, what the hell happened to my body?
Yeah.
Like
I flipped in a pool and it wasn't that bad, but I did
it was traumatic.
a forward roll when like 2 or 3 years ago I got my kids like one of those wedge mats because they were in like a tumbling class or whatever, and they were, I don't know, 2 or 3, and they like could not like duck their heads to do a roll, and I was like, just do it like this, and I did it, and it was like, it feels like your brain literally flopped. I was like, I had to lay down and I'm like, what is happening? Like I can't, like it is crazy how
does this
I
happen
was like
to other
everything
people?
was spinning.
I don't like it.
Know. I don't.
That's what I took Harlow to an amusement park, and there was this one ride, and you literally like sit on it. It was her first roller coaster that went upside down on. I didn't even want to get on it. Like I was terrified. My heart was pounding. It was just her and I, but she wanted to ride this ride so bad, and that's all she was talking about all day. So I took one for the team, even though I was like panicking on the inside. So anyway, it like takes you up and then it just drops and does these 2 big circles and then goes up another hill, stops, and then does it backwards.
Yeah.
So when we went up that last hill, I literally thought I was going to vomit. I was so dizzy. I don't even know how I got off that ride. I was shaking, and I was just like, okay, I did it. And I looked at her and I said, I will never get on that ride again. I thought that someone was going to have to carry me off the ride.
Yeah.
I was just like, no. And I felt so sick after that. Like we were leaving anyway. Like sitting here thinking about it, like my brain, like I feel dizzy right now. I did not like it.
I don't know what happens. Maybe like if you do it again and again, like your ears like get used to it or something.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I hate rides. I hate them. I don't like
You're like Mom. Remember Mom never got on rides when we were kids.
I know. And it's like older version me, like I would have let Jersey get on anything. Not like panic. Oh yeah, sure, get on that. Now I feel awful because like Harlow, I'm like, no, you're going to get hurt. You're too tiny. You can't get on that ride. And I feel like I'm taking my fears and I'm terrifying her.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to, but then I also am like, I will never forgive. And social media doesn't help because you see these crazy shit that people fall out of fucking roller coasters.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nope. That's not happening to us because we're not going to fucking ride them. But like,
it's the circle of life. We terrify our children of how, our parents terrified us that we were going to die if we ever even thought about looking at a drug. Like, I literally, I didn't even want to do drugs. But like, I always thought I was going to somehow end up at a rave and someone was going to shoot me in the neck with acid and I was going to have a trip. And I was going to die. Like, I'm still, like, listen, I am terrified that someone is going to shoot a drug out of a water gun at me. Like, that is my worst fear.
God. So I'm glad that mom terrified us of drugs because I would have done them. I know I would have. Like, listen, I've smoked weed in the day, whatever. But, like, as far as, like, acid or coke or anything like that, like, I always wanted to try it, but mom did. Like, she told us stories about that girl that she went to school with, and she was this beautiful girl.
That was dad. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. And I'm just like, I don't want that to. And I will say, I went to school with this kid who was so smart, like popular. I feel like had everything going for him. And I think he got a bad hit or something happened. He is not the same person. And it makes me so sad. So it's like, I'm so glad that I did not do drugs. But I do the same things. I will do that same thing to Jersey. Like,
yes,
you never get, and especially like, and I'm sure it's everywhere, but I say like in our area, like people lacing drugs and shit, like it's so scary. And like, I can name sitting here 5 people that I knew that I went to high school with that overdosed on drugs. Yeah. That's awful. Like, that's terrifying. The same thing with STDs. Yeah. Mom drilled that in our head. You will get an STD if you have multiple sexual partners.
But also other crazy stuff like don't use tampons or you'll die of toxic shock. Like, I am 40 years old and I am still terrified that I'm going to get toxic shock.
That. I am.
No,
that is something that did not stick in my brain because
it did.
I don't think about toxic shock syndrome at all. Now, I will not I will not wear a tampon to bed. I do not do that. But TMI, I probably wear a tampon in way too long just because I'm not like a super heavy bleeder. But yeah.
They don't give me, they give me horrible cramps. So I can't anyway.
Yeah. But no, I remember, and I feel like I've said this story before. I was in high school and I had a friend and like, because mom would not buy us tampons. She's like, no, like tampons are the devil. You will die. Yeah. And I remember being at a friend's house and she's like literally on the outside of the bathroom door and she's like telling me how to put a tampon in. Yeah. And I did it and I never went back to pads.
So like, I still remember in French class, okay, this was, I don't know, junior, senior year of high school. And I'm like, does anyone have a pad? Because like I needed one because that's all I wore was pads in high school. And they were like, a pad? I'm like, yeah, I need a pad. So this girl hands me a tampon. It's not even an applicator tampon. It's OB. Just the kind that you stick up. Yeah, yourself. Yeah. And I'm like, thanks. Ooh. And I never even used an applicator tampon at that point, let alone shoving it up myself.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Do they even make those anymore? And
I don't know.
That same thing happened to me. I asked a friend for a tampon, and that's what she handed me. And I was like, Who is buying
these for you? And why in a public place would you want to put your fingers up yourself, get them bloody, and then they have to leave that bathroom and wash their hands? Like, have you ever thought about that? That people are touching that door?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
So gross. I hope they don't make them anymore. I've never used one of those in my life.
No, I didn't even know what to do with it. I think I just went to the bathroom and put toilet paper in my underwear and threw that thing in the trash. Yeah. Because I didn't know what to do.
Scary. All right. Enough talk about
terrifying
tampons and what our parents have done to us to terrify us. Mom, I should say, not dad. Yeah. He did not terrify us with that.
Well, drugs. He was a part of the drug conversation. He didn't want us to, like, he would tell us the stories about his friends.
Yeah. But he was a Not that
Well,
he was
yeah,
druggy, but he like was a partier, I feel like, in the
not
day.
he didn't want us to, though.
Yeah, right. So, okay, we're The Valley, season 1. I'm doing episode 2, and it's tit for tat. Okay, so it starts out with Jax and Kristin, and they're meeting at this steakhouse. I'm guessing to sit down and have a conversation about her having a baby. Like,
Yeah, I
they
think
didn't really
he kind
say
of wanted
why
to
they were meeting.
apologize or tell her his opinion again. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was more of an opinion thing because I don't remember him apologizing. But Kristin was like, yeah, Jax brings me to a steakhouse and I'm a vegetarian and we've been friends for 16 years. You know,
Yeah.
like who takes you to a steakhouse when you know they're a vegetarian kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's just Jax. Like he in his mind, he's just thinking about himself.
Yeah, he really wanted to go there. He said that.
Yeah.
He's like, this place is iconic. I really wanted to come here.
He was even saying he's like, yeah, if I wanted to start it at Sir, I would have gotten a job here because this is where all the like known
Producers and people come or whatever.
But it didn't even look like that great of a restaurant.
No.
But so yeah, he just said, you know, like Jax is super concerned about getting her pregnant. Jax says that, you know, oh, I thought this was messed up, that guys need therapy after they date Kristin. Like he, I feel like, is so judgmental and just like really, really hard on, I mean, like all people. Like, look how he treats his own wife.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
like, for him to be best friends with her, he's nasty. And I feel like I don't even know why she's still friends with him, especially after this season. Mm-hmm. I feel like I would be like, fuck you, Jax.
Yeah.
So Kristin does tell, I mean, it was kind of quick that this episode was like really jumping back and forth, and they were like small clips of things until kind of the end. But Kristin just tells Jax about the whole like titty twisting thing, and that Jesse then grabbed, you know, her nipple, and Jax actually was like super surprised, and he's like, he did?
Yeah.
So I thought for Jax to even be surprised by that, it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And Kristin isn't, I will say, not making a big deal about it.
No,
I
she's
think
not.
She knows like this wasn't right.
Yeah.
But she's like laughing about it. Like when she tells people, she's like,
Yeah.
and then he grabbed my boob.
Yeah. Like
weird.
It's like she's testing. Do other people think this is weird?
Yeah.
I think she says it later too. Like she feels like, well, I initiated it and grabbed him. So like, does that mean I started it? Like,
yeah,
you know, I was kind of wrong to do it. So, you know, yeah, I think she's kind of like testing. What do other people think about this?
Yeah. But it is different. A man's nipple and a
it
woman's
is.
nipple is completely different. So that was kind of really it. I mean, they talked briefly again about, you know, like the whole pregnancy thing, and Jax gave his point, and she was just kind of like, leave me alone and let me do what I want to do kind of thing. It skips to Jesse and Michelle, and they're just like taking their daughter to ride her bike. And Michelle does say, you know, like she's more of like, I don't want to say the enforcer, or no, not the enforcer. Jesse's more of like lays the law down kind of thing. And like Michelle is very just kind of like sweet and kind. Like it doesn't seem like she really yells a whole lot.
Right.
At least like what it's showing right now. And Jesse says that their daughter just doesn't take her seriously because she's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like, honestly, I feel like, okay, so if I were to say something to my daughter compared to a man's voice.
Yeah.
It's completely different. You know, like, and it would be the same situation with them. So I don't think that.
Because I see this all the time, too. Like, I am a very much like, well, you shouldn't do this because blah, 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 and have like a conversation. And my husband is like, stop doing that right now. And he just expects a result. Like, it's just, one, it's two different parenting styles. And like you said, a man has a deeper voice, and like, it just comes across like, I don't know, kids just react differently to a man's voice than female voices. Because sometimes I feel like I can scream at my kids and they're like, you're a joke. Like, they could care less.
Yeah,
but my husband raises his voice for 1 second and, like, they'll start crying and act like they've just been tortured. Like, it's, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what Jersey, and now, she is 18, but, like, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in and if I'm PMSing or whatever. And it's just like, she can just, like, strike a nerve, and I literally will go, like, crazy woman. Like, what the fuck? And, like, she'll just stand there and look at me sometimes and just be like, or laugh at me. Like, you're not right. And then that just, like, sets me off even more. But, yeah, I definitely feel like it's just different. I just said that they definitely parent differently. And then this was just kind of a weird episode. I just feel like they needed to, or clip that they needed to add them in somewhere. Isabella has this, like, meltdown because she doesn't want to ride the bike, which is completely normal. That's just her being a kid. And I feel like they wanted this, like, scene of, oh, we're a family, we're riding bike. And it was like Isabella was not having it. She was just like, I don't want to ride my bike. Like, just leave me alone. So, yeah, that was about it. Kristin and Luke are hiking, and, they talk briefly about why he cares so much about her getting pregnant. I think that they're really cute for each other, and Luke definitely balances Kristin out, which I feel like we said that last episode.
And she has needed that.
Yeah.
Because she is who she is, but, like, she is she can, be dramatic.
She's a lot.
Yes.
She's super dramatic, and she just needs that man who's, like, calming and can just be like, take a deep breath, calm down, babe. You know what I mean? And, like, get her back into her zone. Yeah. Where she's been, like, with these men who just antagonize
Or just as dramatic as her and, like, want her to freak out. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we said, Kristin, she's 40, just really wants to have a baby. And, we will see, I think, throughout this episode how she really struggles with getting pregnant. Kristin tells Luke at the party about how Jesse was really close to her, and she, like, grabbed his nipple to, like, tell him to, like, not that they were, how was it? So he was standing in line waiting for this tattoo for a while. She's like, I'm just going to butt in front of you because I want the smallest little tattoo. And he's like, no, I've been waiting. So anyway, she reached over, grabbed him. And then, she's, like, laughing while she's telling him this. And she's like, and then he returned and grabbed mine. And while she's telling him, Luke has this, like,
his face
stone cold, like, he is pissed. Like, he is, like, not laughing at all. And then that was just kind of the end of that. And he's just like, that's not okay.
Yeah. It cracked me up when she was like, oh, you turned me on when you defend me.
Oh, yes.
Yes. She was like very excited that he was angry at him.
Yeah. He's just like, that is not okay. Like, I don't even know. Like, if you told your husband that someone did that to you, what would he react? I don't know what Skylar would do.
Because
I think it depends on who it was.
Yeah. I've never even been in a situation like that where, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be like, what? Like, I think he'd be annoyed, but I don't know that he would, like, do anything. I don't even know if he would go confront. No. I don't know.
No, Skylar would not confront somebody. Not right away anyway, but he definitely would be, like, super pissed and would not forget about it. Like, and then just dwell on that and, like, not, I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Like, I was like, if it was one of his friends or something, I think my husband would say something. I have no idea. I've never been in that situation, so I couldn't tell you.
So then Kristin, Michelle, and Nia, they're all taking this, like, self-defense class. I guess Nia is, like, a black belt.
Yeah.
And the girls talk briefly once again about, Kristin and the pregnancy thing, and that it's her body, her choice.
Yeah.
And that Jax needs to pretty much shut up. that's what there's all these like short little clips, but like nothing really too like I feel like each clip it's like the exact same thing. This is
the entire
all
storyline is Kristin.
Kristin, yeah.
Yeah.
Then Jesse, Jax, and Jason are playing roller hockey. Which, okay, I don't know why I didn't write this down and I couldn't remember. Was it Jesse who learned how to walk by rollerblading?
Yes, that's what Michelle said.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know what the story behind it is, but
yeah, I was like, thought that they were going to like say more about it, and I was very confused by that whole thing. And then I was like, wait, did they mean Jesse or Jax? I don't know, but Jason like cannot rollerblade at all. So that was pretty funny, him trying to play hockey. And I'm assuming Jesse was like on a team or something.
Yeah, I think so. And I think Jax was a big hockey player because he's from Minnesota or something.
Oh yes, ice hockey though.
Yeah,
which
ice
that
hockey
would be different. Ice hockey and
rollerblades.
rollerblades.
Rollerblades and ice skates are not the same.
No, but I will say, so Harlow, she is big on ice skating and roller skating, and she uses rollerblades when she roller skates. And the first time she went ice skating, I felt like she picked up on it quicker because of,
she rollerbladed.
Of rollerblading.
Yeah.
So okay. Where am I at here? They sit down and they're talking. I guess Jax wants to get like all the guys together or whatever, just because Danny, being a dad, 3 kids under 2, needs to like, wants him to get out and have some fun and, whatever. And Jax then asked Jesse, like if he gave Kristin a nipple twist, and he looks at him like completely dumbfounded and says that he does not remember that. He's just like, Jesse says, that doesn't seem like my style. And I'm like, what does seem like your style, Jesse? Because it kind of seems like your style. Like, I feel like he would be the type of guy.
How can you forget that?
I know. And like, he was drinking. But he didn't seem wasted. Like wasted.
No.
I mean, that was yeah. I feel like he's just saying he doesn't remember just to kind of get out of it.
Yeah. And to downplay it, to make it seem like it's not important or whatever.
Yeah. Jax tells the guys that about the boys' night, and that he also wants to apologize to Danny about, pulling his pants down. And wanted to know how they would feel if he invited Kristin's ex so that him and Luke can talk. And Jesse says immediately, he's like, where am I at? Jesse says that he thinks Jax is a child for even thinking it and asserting himself into the relationship. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, Jesse, like, damn.
True.
And I said, I 100% agree with Jesse. And like, Jax literally just wants to start some shit. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he doesn't want them to be this one kumbaya family. No. And it's like, and this is the thing that upsets me. I feel like they're downplaying it a little bit. Like, Kristin and this Alex, I think is his name.
Yes, Alex.
I think that it was an awful, awful toxic relationship.
Yes.
So Jax, being her friend, should know this. And I think that she has even said, I don't ever want to be around. Like, she knows that Jax is friends with this guy, but please don't invite me if he's going to be around, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So why would, in his mind, would he think that it's okay for Luke and him to become friends?
Like, because he hates Luke, and he's literally trying to get them to break up to, like, prove his point. Like, I think he just wants to make it hard on Luke. Because for whatever reason, he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Then Jasmine, Janet, and Brittany are meeting at a baby store to pick out things for her nursery. That was it.
I hate baby store shopping. They always add it into shows, and it's like, never interesting. Ever.
No. And that's, I think, Jasmine, who was it? Brittany said, well, what's your theme? And she's like, oh, I don't have a theme. I hate baby stuff. So There was like nothing really there. I don't
No.
even know what they talked about.
I'm sure they chatted about some stuff, but nothing stands out in my head either.
So, Nia, Danny, 3 kids, I said, 2 twins and a little boy age 2, I think, which we know now. No, he's only 18 months. Sounds absolutely awful to me. Like,
Horrible.
cannot. So I had all 3 of the girls the other night. They, your girls stayed over at my house for New Year's Eve. And after we left your house, I went to the grocery store.
I told my husband, I was like, she was going to the grocery store on New Year's Eve with 3 children. I was like,
it was actually fine. Like, but I felt like everyone was staring at us. Like, they couldn't believe that I had 3 kids. That's how I felt when I was there. Like, everyone, and maybe because I also didn't care, and I was just kind of like, that, like, your youngest was like holding my hand, and then the other 2 were probably acting a fool, and I just like that stuff doesn't bother me, you know what I mean? So I'm just like pushing my cart, walking around, but like in one moment, like we were down an aisle, and you have 3 kids asking, well, I want this, I want to get that, and I'm just like, I said out loud, I'm like, I could never have 3 kids. All like, and our kids are like boom, boom, boom in age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like they're all spread out, but.
You know what I did when I took your kids one time? I think it was in Walmart. And I don't remember why I had Harlow, but I made them all sit in the cart. I was like, sit right here because I need to get a certain things and I can't look at you guys and see where you're going and what you're doing. So I had gotten like sodas or like seltzers, and I'm like, here, use these as seats, and I sat them all in the cart and I made them sit in there the whole time.
My gosh,
they were fine
that's
with it.
Smart. Yeah. Well, that's what when we were checking out, one of your girls was like, the little freaking candy in the aisles or whatever. Can I have this? And Harlow looked at her and she goes, oh yeah, no, she doesn't buy that kind of stuff. And I'm like, nope, sorry. And they're like, really? And then they're going through and they're like, well, I've had this before. I had that. And Harlow's like, I've never had that. And I'm like, nope, I don't buy this shit. I said, I'm a no mom. I said, I'm not your mom who's a yes mom. I said, I'm a no mom.
I'm okay. It's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm like, nope, you don't need that. I'm like, I'm such an asshole. Okay, so, here. Then so Nia is then like, I don't know if she has both of the babies or one of the babies, and like the little boy is like having a meltdown, like he was crying or whatever, and Nia's like, Daniel, I need you. And I was like, oh shit, when Nia says Daniel, like she means business.
Yeah.
And like you could see, like, you have a group of fucking cameramen in this tiny ass condo, 3 kids, a little boy who's having a meltdown. Like, I felt like she actually handled it way better. I could not have cameras in my house.
No, she was calm. And she just had that little inflection in her voice. And Danny almost like seemed annoyed. And I was like, don't you dare seem annoyed with her. She is out there. You're in that room alone. She is out here dealing with all of this right now. Get your ass out here and film this show and take your kid.
Yep. And then she's like, oh, you just need some mommy time. And they like went over and like cut an apple or whatever. And I'm like, people, if I had my own reality show, they would hate me.
Yeah.
People would hate me.
I even like have seen housewives and stuff, like when their kids are doing crazy stuff and they like spill stuff on the floor, do all this stuff, and like on camera, they're like, oh, you made a little mess. Like, I try to be patient, but I'm not. Like, when things get out of control, and if I was filming at the same time, and then my kids are like dropping stuff, doing this, doing that, I would lose my mind. Like, I would be the crazy bitch on camera. Like, they could easily edit me to be insane on camera because I would lose it. Like, I only have so much of like, I can be calm. And as soon as I hit this level, I'm undone. I'm done.
Over with.
Yeah.
I will say I'm much more calmer in my older life than I was when I was younger. And I say to Jersey all the time, I feel so bad because I was like, I feel like hard on her as a kid. Like I expected.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely raised her very differently.
Completely different than Harlow. Like she would have spilled something and I would have been like, oh my God, you know, like just annoyed. Harlow could spill something now and I'm just like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Or she'll get like marker on the table. I'm like, no one's getting hurt. It's fine. You know what I mean? But like if Jersey would have done that, I would have been like, oh my gosh, you know better. We don't use markers on this table. So like I like just apologize all the time. I'm like, I'm so sorry that I was so hard on you. But I do feel like Jersey's such a good kid. Like she's appreciative. She always says thank you. She like understands things. And I feel like Harlow can be an asshole sometimes. Like she's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. She's just like, so what? Like,
yeah, but that's like her personality. She's
it's only
literally been like that since before she could talk. Like she literally would look at you and be like, ill when she was like 1. Like that's just her personality.
Yeah. And I'm just like, sometimes though she makes me like uncomfortable when and I know like she doesn't ever mean to hurt somebody's feelings. And like I try to have like a sit down conversation. I'm like, honey, like you have to be careful like what you say. Like I know you think you're being funny, or I'm like, but it can hurt someone's feelings. And like she will just completely get quiet and walk away. Like she doesn't like to like show or express her feelings. You know what I mean? And like I always tell her, I'm like, I don't know how to make things better if you can't like tell me what's wrong. Yeah. Because there's a lot of times I don't even know what's wrong. And I'm like, what happened? What did I do? And she won't say anything. So then she'll write me a letter. Yeah. Explaining to me like what happened. Yeah. But yeah, she's just like, those two are just completely different in so many ways. Yeah. I would say Jersey and I are way more the same. Like we're both very emotional people, but I will like tell you what's wrong. You know what I mean? And Jersey will also do the same. Harlow, I feel like, is definitely Skylar in a lot of ways and will just like hold it in and not say anything. And I hate that. Like Jersey tells me everything and Harlow doesn't tell me shit and I don't like it. And I'm just like, what's going on in that mind up there?
You got to read her journals.
I do read her journals. They're funny.
Keep her up to date with clean, fresh journals, and then just read them.
Write down your feelings. Oh, I just said that she looks amazing all of the time, Nia. Talks briefly about dealing with a lot of emotions after having the babies, and we'll definitely get into that more. She doesn't really say a whole lot, but like, I just can't imagine like what she's going through right now. Yeah. So this was completely wrong, but I'm just going to say what I wrote here. So Jesse and Michelle, I said, are having people over for like dinner or something, but it was actually her getting everything ready for all the girls that were coming over for girls' night. Yeah. Yeah. They made it like I thought the same thing. That. Yeah. That they were having like a dinner party or something. But anyway, like Michelle was like getting all this stuff ready and like all of these containers, like takeout food was all over the counter and she didn't take them out of like the takeout boxes yet. And Jessie was like giving her a little shit about having the food not ready. And she says, I have been with the baby. I don't know why that bothers me so much. She is not a baby.
No, I hate when people do that. Yes.
Stop calling her a baby. Like a baby is... Nia has babies. Yeah. You have a child.
A child, yes.
A child,
that talks and like
and is riding a bike
on her own. Yes.
She's 3 years old. I think she's at least 3 years old.
So, you know, like Dirty Dancing where they call her baby. We call Emma baby all the time. We always do that. We always say she gets annoyed and it's kind of just like a joke thing. Yeah. But we always say like, you're just a baby. Or like we say, get over here, baby. Or I don't know. Like we call her baby because she's the youngest or whatever. Yeah. And it's not like sincere. Like her nickname's not baby, like baby in the corner, you know, don't sit baby in the corner or whatever. But we call her baby all the time.
did not know that. But I don't know why. It just annoys me that she's like, I was with the baby.
But I don't refer to her as a baby, like
a toddler.
Yeah.
Not even she's a child. Okay. So the guys are all meeting at the bar / game room. It's like a Dave and Buster's kind of thing. And it's just Jax and Luke at the bar. And they're like sitting at this like high top table having the most awkward conversation. Like you can tell, like, I think it was Luke that said, so how was your week?
Yeah.
And Jax was like, fine. How was your week? And it was just like so weird. And Jax is just like super rude to him.
Yeah,
like,
I think Luke was trying to be a normal person, and Jax is like, we're on a reality show, so we got to stir up drama, and like, you don't just have normal conversations. Like, so I think he was making it even more awkward, and Luke was just trying to be like, we're two guys waiting for other people to show up. Like, this is normal conversation, you know? I don't know.
Doesn't like him. Oh, and I just said, he's super rude to him, and he's very open that he doesn't like him because he's friends with Kristin's ex. So I guess he thinks that because he's friends with this Alex guy that he can't be friends with Luke also. Mm-hmm. So then Danny and Luke come in, and Luke confronts Jesse about him grabbing Kristin's boob, and Jesse says that he doesn't remember doing it. Luke gets like upset because Jesse keeps saying, well, if it happened.
Yeah.
And Luke was like, dude, it happened.
It happened.
I believe my fiance, or no, not even fiance. I believe my girlfriend. Like, stop dismissing the fact or making it seem like she's making this up, because she did not. Like, this did happen.
Yeah.
And then, like, Jesse just kind of like dismisses the whole thing and is just like, well, I'm sorry, if I did that, whatever. In Jesse's interview, they ask him if he feels threatened by Luke. And in a roundabout way, like, he pretty much refers to himself as a panther and Luke as a kitten.
Yeah.
Which... like, that is, and listen, I think it's so funny because those two together, I think I would never refer to Jesse as a panther by any means.
No,
because
Jesse does not come across as a tough guy to me. He is an LA guy. Like, come to where we live, and you'll be a fucking kitten. There's different men here than the way you act in freaking LA. Yeah.
And I think it's funny because like Luke is this like Colorado, probably way more manly man than Jesse. I just think he likes feel
hunting and fishing, and like he owns 70 acres, and like I think he has like a pot farm or something. Like he's like an outdoorsy guy. Like
like in one of the clips they show him like chopping wood with an axe.
Yeah.
I want to be like, he's more of a fucking panther than you, Jesse. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Because he's not aggressive, I guess, verbally. And I think, like, Yeah.
Then it goes to Jax is telling Danny that he wanted to get the guys together and get him out of the house to relax, and tells him that, that he invited Kristin's ex, and Danny loses it. He's just like laughing, and he's like, Jax, that is such a stupid idea. So it's like everyone is telling you, don't do it. Like, even back to them doing the hockey, and when Jesse was just like, why would you do that? Like, don't do it. He pretty much kind of said that okay, maybe I won't, but they all knew that he was going to invite him because that's just Jax. Jax says that, why did I have that here? And maybe it's in with when they're doing his like interview or whatever, but it says Jax says that Kristin has slept with everyone he knows, including himself. So if he can't hang out with anyone that she slept with, he wouldn't have any friends.
Yeah, that was in the interview.
He's such a dick.
That
was like, again, if I were Kristin and I heard this shit, like, he is making her out to be like this big slut. And it makes me so mad because it's like, oh, Jax can sleep with whoever he wants, but it's not okay for Kristin.
Even while he's in relationships.
Yeah, he has cheated on every
Yes.
single girl that he's ever been with.
Yeah.
That's okay. But
Yeah.
Kristin has slept with everyone that he knows, and he wouldn't have any friends if, you know, he didn't bring him around.
Yeah.
Come on. Where am I at? Jax pulls Luke to the side then, and they're having a conversation. And he's telling him that, you know, in the group that he's good friends with Alex, Kristen's ex, and he thinks that it would be good for those two to get along. Luke is annoyed, and he's like, what is the point? You know, like, why would you do this? You know how much Kristin, like, can't stand him, and they had this awful relationship. Why would I want to be friends with him? He's like, clearly I'm going to be on my girlfriend's side.
Yeah.
Like, it makes
everything
no sense.
I've heard about it makes me hate this person. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he just tells him, well, I did invite him and he's on his way. And Luke is like fucking pissed. Then literally as Jax is telling him this, in walks this guy. And then Jax keeps saying over and over again, did I fuck up? Did I fuck up?
Oh, God.
You know you fucked up, Jax. Like, don't
Yeah.
be fucking stupid. Like, I just can't. And then, and then I just said, also, Kristen's ex looks like the biggest idiot.
Yeah. His white pants.
Ew,
he had tight white pants. And he's, like, not a good,
That
like,
don't-
body guy.
No.
It was horrible.
It was
He's,
gross.
Yeah.
He looks like he just, like, hangs out in the bar all the time and, like, thinks that he's, like, this attractive guy and can get women. And his voice annoyed me. And, yeah, he was
There was
cringe.
nothing attractive about him at all.
No. Then it goes back to all the girls and Zach are meeting at Michelle's for girls' night while the boys are together. Brittany tells Kristin that she doesn't want her to freak out, but that, okay, so this annoyed me. She says, I think that maybe Jax was going to invite Alex or whatever to boys' night. Like, she didn't say Jax invited him. She's just like,
No.
I think maybe he might be showing up.
No, Brittany, this is why I don't like Brittany. Brittany is a pot stirrer, and she always acts like, I'm not part of it. It's Jax is the bad guy, or Zach is the bad guy, or Janet said this, but I'm not. Like, she's the one spreading all the information, but she, with her little accent
Southern
and her
charm.
Southern charm, tries to, like, be like, I don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
I am so
No,
sorry
I'm
that
sorry.
happened to you.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm not a big Britney fan, honestly.
No, I know. And, you know, like, I always was. Through Vanderpump Rules, like, I really love Britney. And then The Valley, I really noticed a complete, like, wow, you need to stop. Like, you are just encouraging almost Jack's his behavior.
She's spotlighted more. She was hidden a little bit more on Vanderpump because she was one small side character. And now she's, like, more of a main character, and you get to see her personality more. And I'm like,
like, we all felt bad for Brittany, and now I'm just like, what the hell, Brittany? Kristin is pissed, and Brittany's like, it's going to be fine. And then I said, I love Brittany, but I cannot stand how she's always sticking up for Jax when she knows that it is so wrong. Brittany's like, Jax has gone into has good intentions and wants everyone to be able to hang out.
Okay.
I'm like, if Jax and Brittany were good friends, they would know that clearly she was in this toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And why would she want him to be around? Like,
Right.
Brittany's, I'm sorry, but, like, in this moment is just as bad as Jax. Like, if she wanted to be like, Kristin, I am so sorry, but, like, Jax invited him. Like, I told him it wasn't a good idea, but she's like, she's sticking up for Jax and being like, no, he has good intentions. No, he doesn't. He just wants to, like, start problems. Brittany then says, obviously we wouldn't invite him to something that you would be at. Then why the hell did Jax invite him to try and get them so that everyone could be friends? Because that's what Jax was saying. Well, I want all of us to be cordial together because I invite this guy who's literally nobody. Why do you need to invite this person?
Right.
You have way more friends, Jax. You don't need to invite this freaking guy. Then Jackson trying to get them to Zach says that was completely fucked up. And is, like on Kristen's side. Then Brittany says, well, then maybe Luke shouldn't be there because all of the guys are actually friends and Luke isn't one yet.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe she said that. That. And then Brittany is literally putting her foot in her mouth and is trying to justify what Jax is doing is okay. Yeah. Kristin was just like, that would have been like I would have been so pissed at her for saying
she was. That. She lost her shit.
Yeah. I guess I didn't put anything there. I thought that I did. Then it goes back to the boys' night, and Jax and Alex are talking, and I said he sounds gay. When he started talking, like his voice sounded not like I don't know. He sounded like he was very feminine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristin said that he belittled and said she was, okay. So this Alex guy, I guess, belittled her and said she was a washed up reality star.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, he's such a douchebag, and gives me these gross vibes. The minute that he walked in and started talking, I knew instantly I didn't even like this guy. Yeah. I did not even. One, I don't know why these men insert themselves when people already have these bad feelings, like the Chase situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We all know that you're a dumbass. Do you really think that the world is going to like you if you show up on these and you try and throw these women under the bus?
Yes, because they do. That is exactly what they think. They think that they're right and that everyone's going to see their side and be like, oh, yeah. I get it. She's just crazy.
It just blows my mind.
Yeah.
And then so Jackson, this Alex guy are kind of standing off to the side talking, and Jax is like, yeah, I don't think that Luke is going to talk to you. And then he starts talking shit on Kristin, who is supposed to be one of his best friends. He's like, didn't you pay her mortgage? And Alex is like, I gave her a lot of money and I lived and let her live in my house for $0. And then he said something about that he sold her house for free. What do you mean by that?
I thought it was her house. I thought she bought that house.
She did. But then he told her to sell the house and move in with him.
And move in with him. Yes, that's what it was. Okay. So
but what did he mean?
So he didn't charge her a commission, the 7% commission, because he's a real estate agent.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
But if he was living, yeah, I mean, I would kind of expect my boyfriend not to charge me a commission, right?
Right. Yeah.
Would that be a normal thing to do?
Yeah. So that annoyed me.
Especially if she's selling her house to move in with him.
Right.
Then it's their assets because they're combining their life. So why would she get charged a commission? But they just say shit to make themselves look better. I did all these things for her. No, you asked her to sell the only thing that she had that had money and an asset to move in with you, which I hate when women do shit like that. And then you kick her out of your house. Yeah. And she has nothing. And she has to go back to an apartment and rent. Yeah. She owned a home.
I didn't charge her anything, and she lived in my house for 6 months.
Ooh.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Jax is like, I think Luke is just going to be another casualty. And I'm like, you are so gross.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Completely just throwing her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the girls' night. Brittany is like, you know that by Jax wanting them both to be there, that this is a big deal. And Kristin is like, I don't give a fuck, Brittany.
Yeah.
What? Oh, because Jack wants both of them to be there and us to be friends. Jack's doing this favor and being this amazing guy or something.
It's crazy.
Kristin is like, Jax is being malicious, and Brittany's like, and you're not by stirring shit up? Mm-hmm. Then it goes to 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
And then Zach is literally screaming in Michelle's house, I never said that. And then it went to be continued.
Yeah, we see.
And then
we don't see it till episode 3.
Yeah. And then, which this is where, you know, everything all like gets crazy. And then it goes to, and I didn't even write anything on this, but it was the next day, and it was Jackson, Brittany, and Brittany's mom's in town. And they're at this like market or something. And Brittany just was like, how did your night go? And then that's like kind of how it ended.
The end of it. Yeah.
The end.
But
yeah, they were all very close friends for a short time, and we'll see what happens in episode 3.
Kristin Doty throws everything out on the table.
Oh, Kristin!
But she got pushed. Like, they did it. Like, and that is exactly what, from day 1, as soon as shooting started, that was like Jack's entire purpose was try to get Kristin to flip out.
Yep.
Like, that's it.
Yep.
So, and she did it. She fell for it.
Yep. Oh, all right. Well, I guess that's the
please
end of that.
Like and subscribe on Shaded Reality, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, Acast, Pocket Cast, I don't know, wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you rate and review us, it helps get us on the charts. If you like this, please subscribe. Like, we have a YouTube channel. We have a Patreon where you can just be a free member and you will get notified via email every time we drop an episode. We have new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. We also have a Facebook and an Instagram and a TikTok, Shaded Reality Pod. We have a Gmail, so shadedrealitypod@gmail.com if you wanted to send us anything, recommendations for our next shows to watch, comments, concerns. If there's anything you don't like, we would love to hear about it in email. Please don't leave that in a review, because we only like 5-star review only. Yeah. You can even say negative things in the comments as long as you leave 5 stars. That's fine too. Is there anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right. Thanks for listening. I'm excited to be back at it.
Yes.
And yeah, interact.
Right.
We have been getting new new subscribers on our Facebook. So I will maybe start like putting a question or a comment or like a poll or I don't know, something to like actually get engagement on our Facebook group, because there are more people that like aren't just our friends like following us now.
Yeah.
So I'll maybe that will be like the next thing we can do to kind of like interact with people. So yeah.
All right.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.